Would you take a look at Sofi stock go, guys? We're up around 5.5% right now, and every index is up as well. The S&P's up around 0.75%, the Dow's up 0.5%, and we have the Russell and the Nasdaq each up around 1%. So we're going to break down the charts, my thoughts, what I'm doing with Sofi, and we'll go over the indexes later in the video. But first, guys, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and get your 30 stocks from Moomoo. Use that link down below or go to starsurfest.com/Moomoo. Deposit at least $100, you get 5 stocks. Deposit at least $2,000, you get 25 more stocks, and your uninvested cash now will earn up to 8.1% APY. Guys, I'm telling you, it's a no-brainer. So again, use that link down below or simply go to starsurfest.com/Moomoo. And now let's dive into it. So the markets are all looking great, or the indexes are all looking great. It's a sea of green out there, guys, and SoFi's up, like I said, now over 5.5%. We're pushing to the mid-high 12s, which I don't think we've been here for a couple, at least a week or two, right? When's the last time we were in the mid-high 12s? Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, right? And clearly, we're starting to go in the right direction. You guys see here, we're officially now taking out the highs from this week and last week. You guys see it right here. And this ascending triangle is playing out as well. Do you see this? We have higher lows being made, clear as day, into this resistance, which was at about 1230. We broke through that now, and, well, we're at 1260, guys. We're completely breaking out here on this time frame, the 30-minute time frame, and we're above both moving averages, right? And this obviously has to do with the overall stock market pushing up today, and specifically the FOMC statement came out about 15-20 minutes prior to me making this video. That pushed the stock even higher. We got news that we're getting 2 rate cuts this year. You know, the Fed still thinks we're going to have 2 rate cuts. That's what they're forecasting, and the market is running with it, right? And again, the stock market was running before that news. SoFi was as well, but now it's accelerating. The green is accelerating after we got that news. And here on the 1 hour time frame, guys, we officially have a golden cross. I think we have had one for about a day or two now, and we're breaking out of both moving averages for the first time in a month. Literally, the last time we were above these moving averages was on the 20th of February when the stock was, are you ready for this, guys? When the stock was at $16 per share. So we're moving in the right direction here on SoFi. And on the 4 hour time frame, let me show you guys this. If I clear the drawing set, clearly we're breaking out of the 50 SMA, right? And now it looks like we're heading towards the 180, which, did I not mention this in my recent SoFi update? I don't think I made a video yesterday, but the day before that, we talked about how we could be trading in this window between these moving averages on the 4 hour chart. Well, that's exactly where we are now. So I think overall, guys, there could be more upside in the very short term here. We're at 1260 now. I could see this thing going mid-high 13s, right, in the short term, and then we'll see what we do at this moving average on this 4 hour chart. Do we break out of it, or do we get rejected and continue the overall downtrend? So at this point, I mean, we're not fully breaking out yet. Don't get it twisted, guys, but we are seeing a nice, much-needed short-term rally, which I think might have a little bit more room to go. So you guys know I sold the $16, or maybe you don't know, I'll tell you now. I sold these $16 call options a couple weeks ago. They expire literally this Friday, so 2 days from now, they're expiring, and I'm looking to sell more covered calls, guys, especially if this thing runs a little bit more. If this pops up, let's say we get to 13.50, right? I might sell the $16 covered calls again that expire maybe next month, right? I might just push it to next month, right? That's kind of the goal here, and collect the premium, right? Not on my entire position, but on some of my shares. I've been doing this with not just SoFi, but other stocks as well. I've been selling covered calls, collecting premium, and you guys know how that works. You have your shares, or you put your shares up for collateral, as collateral, right? So let's say, for example, I sell the $16 covered calls that expire in a month, right? I collect the premium, whatever it may be, whatever the heck it is, right? I haven't looked, to be honest, yet, but you collect that premium, and if SoFi hits $16 or surpasses $16 by that date, the expiration date, guess what? You have to cough up the shares that you sold the covered calls on, and you keep the premium, and you sell the shares at $16. So the risk is, well, there's not crazy risk, but the risk is your upside's capped, So if SoFi ripped to $20 in the next month, I would have to sell the shares at 16, so I miss on that upside. But I still keep the premium, and if you sell covered calls at a strike price above your average cost, you're going to make money regardless. You're going to make profit on your shares and on your on the premium. And where you get in trouble, guys, when you're selling covered calls is if you buy a stock, let's say I bought SoFi at $12, and then SoFi tanks to $6, right? And then you're selling covered calls at like $8, $9. Then it hits that point, then you have to sell for a loss, right? That's where you get in trouble. So I'm not a big fan of just buying cheap dollar value stocks just to sell covered calls on them. I fell into that trap years ago, guys. The way to do it is sell covered calls on stocks that you would own anyway, that you believe in for the long term, which obviously SoFi I do, and that's the plan. That's the plan right now. Rinse and repeat pretty much every month. I'm going to be doing that until we start really breaking out here on the chart, which then I might reconsider selling covered calls because I don't want my upside to be capped at the end of the day, right? But if we're in a downtrend or in a sideways market, or maybe we get some green to push those premiums up while we're still in a downtrend, which we're in now, still in a downtrend, that's when I would consider, okay, selling covered calls. It makes sense. So that's the plan now. And looking at the indexes here quickly, guys, I'll make another video about the Fed later, so don't worry. We're not going to skip out on that, but we have all the indexes pushing up today. We have SPY up about 0.6%, looking pretty good here. QQQ is up about 0.9 to 1%, not too bad. Powell's about to speak now, so I got to end this video and go listen to what he's got to say. But, we're moving. We're moving into the press conference. The Russell is up around 1%, not bad. We're pushing 2,070 points roughly. The Dow's up around half of a percent. Not too bad there for the Dow either. So let's see if the gains hold. The $1 million question is, will the gains hold into the press conference or after the press conference, during the press conference? That's the $1 million question. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Run the likes up. Do not forget to subscribe, guys, and get your 30 stocks from Moomoo. Deposit at least $100 using that link down below. You get 5 stocks. Deposit at least $2,000. You get 25 more stocks, and your uninvested cash now will earn up to 8.1% APY. Guys, it's a no-brainer, and the clock's ticking. Check out that link down below, or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next video.